Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tessie and today we're going to be recreating this style. If you're new, you're welcome. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do that and let's get right into the video. So for this tutorial, you need your measurement, you need your Ankara and you need your crepe fabric. So for the Ankara, I'm making use of 6 yards. For the crepe, I made use of 2 yards. So guys, I'm going to be using my free hand to cut this. So I have my fabric folded into 2 as you can see. So this is an off shoulder. So when making an off shoulder, you need to minus 2 inches from your shoulder measurement. So the shoulder I'm working with divided by 2 is 9. So I'm going to minus 2 inches from that 9 inches. So I took out 2 inches, and after taking that 2 inches, I'm going to chalk my shoulder measurements. Hope you understand. So what we'll do next is to determine how off we want the off shoulder to be. So for the off shoulder, I'm making use of 5 inches. So I'm taking out 5 inches. After taking out the 5 inches, I'll chalk my armhole line, then chalk the bust point line under bust, and then the half length. So I'll go ahead now to connect all my lines. So I'll label my chest line, bust point, under bust, and then my waistline, which is the half length. So I'll take my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 and add ½ inch to it. So I'll chalk 5½ inches and then connect it into a straight line. After doing that, at the under bust, I'm going to be using 1 inch on this part and then 2 inches on this other part because she's busty. So I'll connect it into a straight line, and then at the bust point I'll come down by ½ inch and also go up by ½ inch to eliminate pointiness. So I'll go ahead now to use my curve ruler to connect my lines. So I have several videos on how to perfectly do this. So what I'll be doing next is coming in by 1 inch on both sides and then connecting it to that ½ inches point using my curve ruler. So after doing that, we're good to go. We're going to be adding our measurement and replacing back the dart we took. So I'll go ahead now to check what I have here. I have 2 inches. I'll replace it back, and then at the chest line I'll place my bust divided by 4. So the bust divided by 4 is 13 inches. I'm going to chalk it down there and then curve my armhole. So after chalking, I'm just going to curve my armhole and then add 2 inches for my sewing allowance. At the under bust, I'll place my under bust measurement divided by 4, replace back the dart I took, and add 2 inches for my sewing allowance. So I'll go ahead now to connect it all the way down, and then I'll go ahead to cut out my fabric. So this is what the front looks like. For the back, I have my fabric folded into 2. In case you want to add zip to it, go ahead, chalk your 2 inches for zip allowance, but I'm not going to be adding zip to mine. So guys, I'm not adding zip to mine. It's going to be a loop. So like I said, making an off shoulder, minus 1½ inch or 2 inches from your actual measurement. So I took 2 inches off and chalked my shoulder line, and then I'm going to be taking 5 inches off for the off shoulder, and then after taking the 5 inches, I'll chalk my armhole line and then chalk the half length. So after doing all of that, I'll go ahead now to connect my lines. So guys, at the chest line, I'll place my bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches and connect my armhole. At the half length, I'll place my waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches. I'll connect my lines. So guys, for the loop, I'll take 2 inches off. So 2 inches, I'll connect it all the way down, and then we're going to be taking this part out. This is where the eyelet is going to be. So I'll go ahead now to cut out my fabric. For the neckline of the back, you can bring it down. It depends on your preference. I want mine to just stop here. So I'll go ahead now to cut out the fabric. So guys, after cutting out the fabric, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So this will serve as my lining. Then I'll go ahead now to cut out the main fabric, which will be the black crepe. So I want the Ankara to be the lining. So guys, for the wadding, you don't need the wadding to get to the down parts. Just stop your wadding at the under bust area. The reason is because we're going to be cutting out this later on. You don't want to waste your wadding. So I'll go ahead now to cut out my fabric. So guys, this is what it looks like. So guys, for the paper stay as well, I've gone ahead to cut out the paper stay, but I forgot, so I cut out a full paper stay. You don't need to cut out a full paper stay. The reason is because we're going to be cutting out this pattern later on, so you understand why you don't need to cut out a full paper stay. But I forgot, so I cut out a full paper stay. So what I'll do next is to iron, and after ironing, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So I'll go ahead now to join my fabric together. Make sure to cut out your lining using this pattern as well. So guys, after joining my fabric together, this is what it looks like, as you can see. What we'll be doing next is working on the front. So you need to chalk your middle line or notch the middle point. After notching the middle point, you come down to 2 inches. So I came down to 2 inches, and after chalking that 2 inches point, what I'll do is from this point I'm just going to curve all the way to the underbust and then stop at the armhole. So I'll curve this other part as well. I'm so sorry guys, I didn't know my phone wasn't recording. So what I did was to chalk 2 inches at this point and then curved from that point all the way to the underbust, from the underbust all the way to the armhole here. I did the same thing here. From this point I curved all the way to the underbust, and from the underbust all the way down here. So after doing that, you go ahead now to cut out what you have there. So I'm sorry guys, I didn't know my phone wasn't recording. So after cutting out what you have, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So guys, don't mind the fact that mine is looking this way. The owner of this dress is very busty. So guys, you're going to be using this to cut out the black crepe, while this will be the top part. So I'll go ahead now to cut out the crepe part. So guys, place this on the crepe just as you can see. Chalk out 2 inches all around for joining allowance, and then you cut out your crepe. So guys, after doing that, this is what it looks like. I'll go ahead now to add paper stay to it. After adding paper stay to it, I'm just going to place my fabric this way, and then I'm going to be stitching, but you must add paper stay to the crepe fabric first. So guys, after doing that, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So I'll go ahead now to give it a very good press, and after giving it a very good press, I'm going to be joining using my lining. So I'll join the top part, the down part, and then flip it to the right side. So guys, for the skirt part, I folded my fabric into 2, chalked my waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches. I have my hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Then for the hip, you check what you have there. Whatever you have, you minus 2 inches from it. I have 16 inches. I minus 2 inches, which is 14. So I'll chalk 14 inches at the down part, as you can see. Then I'll go ahead now to connect my lines together. So I'll go ahead now to cut out the front parts. So guys, for the back, I'm just going to fold my fabric into 2, place the front on the back, leaving 2 inches for my zipper allowance. After chalking the 2 inches, I'll go ahead now to cut out the back. So guys, we're good to go with the skirt part. So what we'll be doing next is to add the front and the down part together. So guys, I'll go ahead now to add the front and the front together. So I'll place it this way, right side facing each other, stitch using 1/2 inch. After doing that, for the back, I've gone ahead to join my back. I have several videos on how to perfectly do this. I don't want this video to be too long, so just watch any of my video, you will understand what I did here. So for the back, I'm going to be joining the back to the skirt part of the back. I'll place it this way, and then place them right side facing each other and stitch using 1/2 inch, and then close the zip allowance. So after doing that, this is what it looks like. I'm going to place the front and the back together, pin them down. After pinning it down, I'll go ahead now to shape my dress from the start to the down part. So I'll go ahead now to shape the dress. So guys, after doing that, we're good to go. What we'll be working on is working on the flea part of the dress. So I folded my Ankara piece into 2, then folded it into 2 again, that's into 4. So guys, what we'll be doing next is checking what we have at the down part. So I'll take my tape and check what I have there. So what I have here is from this point to this other point is 26 inches. So I have 26 inches for the front, 26 inches for the back, which is 52. So 52 divided by 4 will give me 13 inches. So what I need is 13 inches. Hope you understand. So guys, I'll use my tape to rotate 13 inches. So I'm just going to use my tape to rotate 13 inches. So I have it there. So I'm just going to chuck it down there and check what I have there, and then rotate it all around. Hope you understand what I just did here. If you do not, just rewind the video. So after chucking that all around, I'll go ahead now to cross check if I'm on the right track. Then I'm going to make my lines visible. So guys, this will serve as the short flay. You know, the flay is 2 parts. It has a longer one and a shorter one. So for the shorter one, I'm going to be making use of 14 inches. So the length of the shorter flay is going to be 14 inches, while the length of the longer flay is going to be 22 inches. So I'm going to chalk 14 inches all around. So this flay we are cutting is the shorter one. Hope you understand. So I'm chalking 14 inches all around. After doing that, I'll go ahead now to use my scissors to cut out my fabric. So we have the shorter flay. So this is what it looks like. You can see that there is no joining. So guys, we'll go ahead now to cut out the longer flay. You can see the longer flay. I've gone ahead to cut out the exact thing I did. The only difference between this and the other one is the length. So the length of the longer flay is 23 inches. As you can see, it wasn't enough, so I had to add at the down part. So I'll go ahead now to cut out this other part and then join it back to the flay. Hope you understand. So guys, in case you are cutting, it might not be enough because Ankara is by 45 inches. So you might need to add to yours, just as you can see me do. So I'll go ahead now to slash this open and then join it to the part that wasn't enough. So guys, I'll go ahead now to join. After joining, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So I have the longer and the shorter flay. So I'm going to place the shorter one inside the longer one, just as you can see. Just place it this way. So you need to hold them together. After holding them together, go ahead now to stitch it all around. So I'll go ahead now to stitch this all around. After stitching it all around, we're going to be cutting out the sleeve. So for the sleeve, I have my fabric on fold. I have 2 pieces for the sleeve, as you can see. So on fold, what I have here, the length of the sleeve is 13 inches, while the wideness on fold is 22 inches. So guys, for the sleeve, I'm just going to take the fabric, that's the main dress, fold it into 2 at the armhole area, and then place it on my sleeve this way, and then chalk what I have there. So I'm going to sketch out the armhole and then cut that part out. So I have a video on how to do this. So if you do not understand what I did here, just watch the video. So after cutting it out, this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead now to fold the top part. We're going to be adding elastic to it, and also fold the down part. We are also going to be adding elastic to it. So go ahead, fold this part and then fold the down part as well. After doing that, I'm going to be adding it to the dress. So I'll go ahead now to add the sleeve. So the armhole area, join it to the armhole of the dress, stitch, and then stitch the other part as well. So I'll go ahead now to do the same thing for this other sleeve as well. I'm going to place it this way and then add this to this armhole and add the other part to the other armhole as well, and then add my elastic to the top part and also the down part of the dress. So guys, after doing that, this is what the sleeve looks like. As you can see, like I said, I have a video on how to do this. If you do not understand, just look for that video and watch. Thank you. So guys, for the down part, I'm going to be adding the flay to it. So I'll go ahead now to stitch it all around. So guys, this is the last layer. So what we need to do is to get a long fabric, but I don't have enough. So what I have here is 80 inches thereabouts. So the length is 14 inches. So I'll go ahead now to pleat this. So you can make a gather split. So go ahead, pleat this. After pleating, we're going to be adding it to the dress. So you need to chalk where you want to add this to. So you need to chalk it from the waist point there. So guys, after pleating, I'm going to place it on the line that I chalked there and then stitch it carefully. So you're just stitching on the front part alone. So I'll go ahead now to stitch, add my zipper to it, and then show us the end results. So guys, this is the end result. This is what it looks like I said initially, my client is busty, that's why the cup is looking this big, but this is what it looks like. Hope this video was helpful. Please do not forget to subscribe, like this video, drop a comment, and I'll see you in my next class. Bye.